Hello, people. I don't know what just happened. It said YouTube would like permission to use my camera. Okay, never asked that before. And no, I am not naked. I have pants on. This is a hard video to make. By the way, I'm kind of cold right now because I have a fan that's on high, aimed right in here, right through this doorway. And it's, 61 degrees Fahrenheit outside. So I'm a little, but mommy's over there to cuddle with. We're going to be going to bed in a little while, so anyway. See, I have this issue. I'm not good socially. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to act or react to people. I don't know how to deal with social situations very well. I don't know what term to use. Confrontation? I don't know if that's quite the word I want. But for instance, our landlord. This is just an example. I don't know. He said somebody from the city said something to him about the place, and frankly, we cleaned it up. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff, but the thing is, we could call him on some things too. I don't know if it's right to do that. I don't know if it's wrong to do that. But, if he wants to push us, we could always say, hey, what about this, and this? You're the landlord, it's your property, you're responsible. You knew about it, we told you about it, you haven't done anything about it. I don't want to do that. But then I'm thinking, well, if that's what we have to do to get them to back off. Thing is, we're trying to find another place to live. And this is how I would prefer to handle things. First of all, I would prefer if it would not have happened.
Well, I'm not afraid to push it.
But I would rather just pack everything up, go move somewhere. He doesn't even know. Nobody knows. We just,
left.
We just left. We could spend a few days packing. Nobody would have to know because we could put the boxes in the bedroom. Nobody goes in there. And, I'm sure we could find some activists that could use a little money or pay them to come over, like 2 a.m., load up a U-Haul, and take off. Nobody knows where we went. We just wouldn't tell anybody. And that's how I want to do it, but we don't have another place to go.
I would rather him be responsible and be doing more things that he should be doing, not just slacking off.
That's, if you heard that, that's what we have lost food in that refrigerator because the things don't stay in. There are things on the door that the rails, they're not on right. They don't stay on. And we've lost, you know how much avocados cost up here? Like $2 a piece. And we bought 5 of them. I made guacamole. It was sitting in the refrigerator. We lost it because it fell out.
And the bowl that it was in.
And the bowl that it was in. So.
And he doesn't do maintenance like he should.
No.
He promises us to do things and it never gets done.
No. So but anyway, what I'm trying to talk about. And maybe you can see where I'm going with this. I have a hard time with communication skills. The way I grew up, prior to moving to the United States, things were great. I had a great life. When we moved here, I spend about half my time in we have bugs. We have that was a moth. That's mostly what we have coming in here are moths. But the first year we lived in the United States, my mother sent me to Austin State Hospital, where I stayed about a year, and it was very abusive. And both in the various institutions I was in growing up and at home, I kept my mouth shut. If I didn't keep my mouth shut, either at home I got yelled at or I got ignored, one of the two extremes. In the institutions, sometimes I got the you know what beat out of me. Other times, there's an injection with Thorazine. It was pretty common, and it still goes on in mental institutions. I've seen it. To this day, they may not use Thorazine, but they use some sort of drug, and they'll inject people. And it's not that they're out of control or anything. They're hyper, they're manic or whatever. And I have a hard time with communication. Like, I can't. Sometimes I get upset very, very easily, and it scares me. I scare myself. I'm scared of myself. I haven't been in a fight since high school. So we're talking late 70s, early 80s. No later than 1982. But then sometimes the way I just get upset, one reason I don't do the cop block the way I should have that one day, I get tongue-tied, I get nervous, and then I start getting angry, and that wouldn't have been good. Me and the cop having a fight would have been a bad idea. So I learned just to keep my mouth shut, not say anything. In social situations, I don't like social situations. First of all, I can't hear very well. I have significant hearing loss. And so I don't hear everything that's being said. A lot of it's visual, and if I see somebody talking, then I put forth the energy to listen to them. But if I don't know somebody's talking to me, well, why should I put energy toward trying to understand what that person's saying? And there's a difference between hearing and understanding. I hear a lot of sounds. Doesn't mean I understand those sounds. So I just like to stay away from situations like that because I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if there's a name, a word, a diagnosis for this or not. When I was in San Antonio, I was going to a place called Solera. It was good. It was a good experience. And I had a lot of issues about my mother, and I got those out. I finally had a supportive environment to deal with those things. I dealt with them. But like the assertiveness, proper assertiveness, that wasn't really the place, I don't think, even though I think they were trying to help, but it that wasn't the right environment to deal with that, I guess. So I don't know. Maybe this isn't the best video, but I got the point of the earring, by the way, is back in the ear. And it didn't hurt or anything when she put it back in for me. Oh, I can't see back there. How am I going to put it in? So, anyway, the order from Amazon, it was all sent back, so hopefully they'll send it back here because I gave them the wrong PO box. I got it switched around. The numbers were right. This is weren't in the right order. So I don't know. It's bedtime. It's like 1:43 in the morning. So good night, wherever you might be.